wanna talk about Wonder Woman 1984. I just felt like that had an 80s vibe to my intro, but yeah, let's just jump into this. Wonder Woman 1984. Overall, if you haven't seen the title, you should know right now, spoilers are ahead. Looking at Wonder Woman 1984, the first thing I'll say is it's a 2.5-hour movie, and I personally do not think it was necessary for it to be 2.5 hours. I loved the first hour of the movie, but that does come with an asterisk. The way the movie starts off, it's really cool. You see like this opening kind of athletic event, which in my personal opinion, I thought it looked like the Goblet of Fire from Harry Potter. I was like, I know all of these tasks. I've seen these before. Like it looked like a mixture of the Rock's Titan games and Harry Potter Goblet of Fire. And sure enough, as soon as I said Goblet of Fire and Wonder Woman and Harry Potter all in the same sentence, these women are on horses and they grab a ball and they throw it and this lady dunks it through a hoop. And I was like, that's Quidditch. That's human female Quidditch right there. That's human on the ground Amazonian Quidditch. That's what that was. Nothing bad about it. I just thought it was hilarious. But either way, the opening, very action-packed. It's probably about a good 15 minutes of just pure action from the athletic part. Then they go to a mall. Great action sequence. Immediately after that, no joke, for the next hour and a half, you're watching no action. Because once Steve jumps into the movie, literally 30 minutes straight of just 80s nostalgia, 80s references. But again, it's a lot of unnecessary scenes that could have been cut to make the entire movie shorter. Like 2.5 hours was way too much for this movie. For example, you actually watch Steve change outfits. He just changes into different styles that were had or worn in the 80s. And you're just sitting there like, hey man, am I about to watch you change clothes for 5 minutes? And the movie's like, yes, you are about to watch him change clothes. And I'm like, I guess we're looking at different outfits. I guess that's what we're going to do for the next 5 minutes. And then after that, you watch these people walk up and down an escalator. It's cute and cheesy, and I was on board for it. It was super cheesy. You just watching them. She's like, you might want to hold my hand for this. And then they ride down the escalator slowly. And I was like, what the hell is happening? Are we watching him experience new technology? Which, I mean, it's funny to a certain extent, but once you extend it for that long, I'm thrown off. And now I'm like, you can just speed past this now. Which, what's funny is I was all on board for that. It felt good. You got to see Diana's story and her love for Steve. And then you got to learn about Barbara. First of all, Kristen Wiig, easily by far my favorite thing about this whole movie. Kristen Wiig as Barbara, she does nerdy better than anyone I've ever seen do nerdy. A+, Kristen Wiig, right? You learn about that, then you learn about Max Lord. He becomes the big villain. So to get to the next plot point and to continue the story, they need to fly to Egypt. But in order to fly to Egypt, they got to steal a plane. So they steal a plane. Diana learns a new power. She learns a new power and then never uses it again for the rest of the movie. From them stealing the plane to getting to the next plot point is another good 5 to 10 minutes of them flying through fireworks so we can watch Steve experience fireworks. And they're just flying, and it's like a beautiful, like, cheesy moment of them just, like, looking at fireworks. The fireworks are exploding, and I'm sitting here like, I know what fireworks look like. I don't need to watch these people watch fireworks for 5 to 10 minutes. And then once you think they're done with the fireworks, he's like, I'm gonna take you higher, or whatever he said. And they fly above the clouds, and then they watch the effect of the fireworks on top of the clouds. And I was like, if y'all don't speed past this, because I'm getting tired now at this point. For the first like hour, maybe hour and a half, I didn't fully feel like I was watching a Wonder Woman film. For the first hour and a half, the movie in my mind was called Woman 84. That was the whole first hour and a half of the movie. And then the movie aggressively takes a turn, and now the movie just switches from 80s cheesiness to pure serious like superhero film. You painted this picture that this is the way the movie's going to go for a long time. And then now you switch it, and then bam, now we have to take this movie very seriously, which kind of, it just threw me off. I was kind of out of the movie at that point because I was like, I felt like I don't know what I was watching. I enjoyed it. It made me laugh. I had a good time. But now that I have to take it seriously, I don't know what to expect because you've just changed the whole dynamic of the film. Going from that, then you get one of the best scenes in the whole movie, which is watching Kristen Wiig, aka Barbara, not Cheetah just yet, but watching Barbara now. She just got her powers. she doesn't want Wonder Woman to take that from her. So she ends up becoming the biggest badass you've ever seen in a whole movie. She was fantastic. That scene was beautiful. So at that point, I'm like, okay, we're switching over. We're getting the Wonder Woman part of the whole movie. The movie, it does get you at a point where like you're understanding like Wonder Woman has more to her than just being Wonder Woman. You're learning more about her story and how tough it is to be able to give up the one thing you wish you had. So that was a good little struggle to see. But at that point, I was already checked out of the emotion because they switched settings from 80s cheesy to now I got to take you seriously. And then this is the part that probably upsets me more than anything about the whole movie. By the time you get to see Kristen Wiig as Cheetah, that scene takes all of 5 minutes. It's such a short scene. And to be fair, the scene might be longer than 5 minutes, but my brain was so confused because the CGI, in my personal opinion, was so fast and so I don't want to say it was terrible, but like it was terrible. Like it was so quick and it was so all over the place because now you're watching Diana, Wonder Woman in CGI. Now you're watching Cheetah in CGI and you're watching them use both of their powers in CGI. It was just so much so quick happening that you don't even really get to see what they're doing. So it's like 5 minutes if you get to see a nice little shot of Kristen Wiig as Cheetah, which looked amazing. And then once she goes to attack Wonder Woman, it's just a bunch of jumbled mess for 5 minutes. And then the fight's over. And you're like, okay, well, the moment I was excited for, one, it took you over 2 hours just to finally reveal Cheetah specifically when your trailers let me know Cheetah's in the movie and she's going to be a big deal. And then you let me know we learn about Barbara, and then we see Barbara as Cheetah for about 5 minutes. And I was like, I'm not a big fan of that at all. And then the part that really hurts me more than anything is the way Wonder Woman beats the main villain in this whole movie is she sits on her behind and has a Viola Davis, Denzel Washington, one single tear moment and talks to him. A superhero movie called Wonder Woman 1984 ended. Wonder Woman, again, one of the most iconic superheroes in the entire world. When it comes to Superman and Wonder Woman, those are the upper echelon, this is like the upper etch-a-sketch of superheroes. And we get to see her be Wonder Woman, and she talks to the villain. She sits on her behind and talks to the villain, and that's how she wins. She's like, hey, look what you're doing in the world. And then the bad guy goes, oh, you right. I was wrong. And then she wins. And I was like, my mind is blown. I just watched her talk to him. And then my very final thing about this movie, if you've seen the first Wonder Woman movie, you know that Wonder Woman doesn't fly. In Wonder Woman 1984, she learns that she can fly. Now keep in mind, it's a beautiful movie. Everything looks great. I'm watching it in 4K because I got my TV, I got my PS5. Ha ha! I'm not trying to brag, but like, ha! Hit them. You go from this amazing, like, aesthetic, views are great, the shots are beautiful, everything looks great, CGI looks great, all of these things. And then for some reason, you switch to this Between the Lions, Barney CGI while she's learning how to fly. Like, the CGI was so bad when she was learning how to fly. It looked like they got a dude named Pedro to hold a fan up to her hair while the hair was blowing, and you see you don't even see the green screen, but you see a cardboard box that was painted green behind her, and you're like, am I supposed to be in the movie right now? Because this looks fake. I don't know where y'all got this Mr. Rogers Neighborhood green screen from, but that was the worst scene of the whole, visually, it was the worst scene of the whole movie. And I feel like it was supposed to be an impactful moment of like learning something about Diana and learning how to fly and do all this. But I was so thrown off by this Play-Doh made green screen that it just felt fake, and I was immediately checked out of the moment. And that's the moment right before the big ending. So all in all, if I was to rate this movie, I would give this movie in total a solid C. The first hour and a half, 50 minutes is cheesy. The second, I guess, 45 minutes, I kind of feel it's kind of crap, just because, again, I had to look at this. I had to watch this weird construction paper green screen behind this woman trying to learn how to fly, and I had to watch her talk to a villain to win, and then I had to watch one of her biggest adversaries, Cheetah, be in the movie for all of 5 minutes. So again, I don't think it was like, I thought I enjoyed the movie to a certain point, and then I was just affected and hurt by the movie for the second stint of the movie. So check it out. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave them in the comment section, please. And then I'll see you, I guess, in the next movie review. I don't know how to end this. This is my first review, so I'm gonna just say ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Peace.